Woo! Money Monday. We are live on a Tuesday. That's right. I forgot it was Tuesday because, it was a long weekend and we're live today. Happy Memorial Day. I hope all of you had a great Memorial Day weekend. We were actually on vacation last week. For the first time in a long time, we actually traveled. I know, right? We were on an airplane and everything. But really want to just give my acknowledgement and gratitude for the lives lost. I know a lot of you are either in the military or family members in the military, maybe have lost loved ones. So that's what Memorial Day is all about. Honoring those that gave their life, the ultimate sacrifice. Freedom ain't free, y'all. Right. And I just wanted to acknowledge that first and foremost. But I hope everybody's staying safe. I hope you all are excited for this episode of Money Monday. Nadya is sharing this all over the place. We are live on YouTube, Twitter, all over Facebook, multiple platforms. This is also for our brand new podcast. I'm curious. Drop it to the comments and let me know if you have subscribed to our new My Lifestyle Academy podcast. If you left a review, I thank you. I appreciate you. We appreciate you. In fact, today on this episode of Money Monday, because we're feeling good, we're having a record month. We had the biggest month of our career last month, and we're actually on pace to surpass it this month. So we're feeling good. We're feeling generous. And we're going to give away some cash today to those of you that are sharing, that are smashing the hard button, that are tagging teammates. We might give away some 90-day trackers as well. I know a lot of you are going on a 90-day run through the summertime. So I think you're going to get value from today's conversation because we're going to talk about mistakes that are really hindering a lot of you from the success you desire. Some of you are setting yourself up for failure. That's right. You're setting yourself up for failure. And listen, the first thing I'm going to share with you is failure is good. Failure is good. It's like fertilizer, right? You're going to roll around in it sometimes. You're going to get yourself a little stinky, a little dirty, but it's all good. It's all good because listen, this is how we grow. This is how we develop ourselves. Sometimes it's going to stink. Failure is going to suck. Embrace the suck, but it's going to help you grow faster. This is why they use fertilizer, right? We got a bunch of fertilizers. Nadya's got her new garden in the backyard.
Amen, baby.
We're going to be building out a patio and a pool and all kinds of good stuff out there. You got the batting cage going up soon. It's been taking a hot second, but you just don't want to roll around in it too long. You follow what I'm saying? All right. Monica Foster, thanks for sharing. Kim Newworth, Norman, thanks for tagging a teammate. Matthias, what's going on? Wendy, thanks for sharing. 90-day tracker. Yes, need that. Listen, if you need a 90-day tracker, you just go to mylifestyleacademy.com/tracker. mylifestyleacademy.com/tracker. Or you could win one today by sharing the broadcast, tagging some teammates. We're going to have some fun. We're going to rock it out. Also, just so you know, Kate McShay is going to do another live training this Thursday night. I know a lot of you are going to be participating in the Digital Networker live event this weekend. It's a virtual event happening this weekend. Nadya and myself, we have been big proponents, if you will, of the EMP community. They do a great job. They have a great training coming up this weekend. And I believe the price is still at the lower price point. Anyway, Kate's going to be training this Thursday night in our My Lifestyle Academy group. I know a lot of you loved the interview I did with her a couple weeks ago. So we're going to have her going live again Thursday. So anyway, good stuff happening. Lots of exciting things. Like I said, we're going to give away some cash, some 90-day trackers. So make sure you're smashing the hard button. You're fired up, jacked up, and excited for Money Monday. If you're sharing, you're tagging. Again, we're going to give away some cash, give away some trackers. Candace Baker, thanks for tagging a teammate. Kristen, thanks for sharing. Nadia, what's up with the lighting here?
What's wrong?
You like it like this?
Yeah.
Okay, it seems weird. Anyway, Nadia's messed with the lights in the background. So the first mistake that I see a lot of you making, and this could be you, this could be people on your team, this could be people you work with, but stop trying to get rich quick. Look, it sounds great to get rich quick. I mean, who wouldn't want to make a lot of money fast? Who wouldn't want to make a lot of money fast, right? That's part of the reason you hire a coach. That's part of the reason you listen to us. That's part of the reason you buy the books. You're trying to speed up the process. I understand. But there's really no such thing as getting rich quick. There are people that appear to get rich quick, but that's because they typically paid the price elsewhere. They did something prior to getting rich. Meaning, if you see someone get involved in your network marketing company and they have quick success, It's probably because A, they've done this before. They've been in other network marketing companies. Would you agree that's a possibility, that they've been around the block? They've built other businesses before, or maybe they've created credibility. Maybe they have influence. Maybe they have a great reputation because they did something prior to network marketing. All right. Prior to me getting started in network marketing, my first time around, I had no credibility. I did not get rich quick. It took me 7 years to finally create a full-time income. Part of it was me making a decision. Part of it was me working my face off. Part of it was me developing my face off, right? Developing my skills, my mindset, etc. But if you go to Google right now and you Google get rich quick, right? You try to get rich quick. How long does it take to make a profit in a small business, right? How long does it take to make a profit? Watch this. Watch what Google says. It says it takes 2 to 3 years. That's the average estimate. That's the standard estimation for how long it takes to become profitable in a traditional business. So the problem is there's a lot of us that get involved in network marketing and we see people blowing up. They're blowing through the comp plan. They're ranking up real fast. But here's what I've come to realize. Those people are few and far between. Now, they are the exception. They're not the rule, but they stand out the most, don't they? Don't they stand out? When someone's ranking up fast, they're flying through the ranks, they're bringing in all these people, they're getting recognized, they're getting acknowledgement. Everybody's like, oh my gosh, look at Rebecca. She's killing it. Way to go, Rebecca. So you notice those people because they're being acknowledged and recognized. And by the way, they should be recognized. They're doing a great job. And typically they're working hard. They're talking to a lot of people. They're fearful, but they don't care. They're doing the work anyway. In fact, they're fearless a lot of times, right? They're being courageous. They're getting outside their comfort zone. They're doing the videos, the curiosity posts. They're reaching out to people. They're doing all these things that most of us won't do. Or maybe you're doing the same things they're doing, but because they've been doing it longer, they deserve the success. I know sometimes we get frustrated, but you got to get fascinated. Exchange your frustration for fascination. I learned this a long time ago in business, because if you stay focused and you never give up, right? Like The Rock. You know, I like what The Rock says. He talks about his story. He wanted to be a pro football player. He said that was the best thing that never happened to him. He said it was the best thing that never happened to him, that he did not become a pro football player. Because he didn't become a pro football player, he followed in his dad's footsteps, even though his dad was adamant, do not become a pro wrestler. The Rock did it anyway. And of course, now we all know The Rock is like one of the wealthiest, most successful actors of all time. And he's in all these movies. But that started because he was denied an NFL career and decided to become a WWF wrestler. Go figure. Stay focused, never give up. We wanted to give you some examples because I want to give you a little bit of a mindset adjustment. Again, the typical business, the traditional businesses out there take 2 to 3 years to turn a profit. But again, a lot of that depends on how much of an investment to start it up. What are the monthly expenses? I mean, all the things that come with traditional business. In network marketing, we expect to get rich in 30 days, 90 days, our first year. Like, I've been doing this for a year. I work so hard. And it's like, okay, great. We all work hard. Look, I was a busboy when I was 15 years old. I worked hard. Did that mean I deserve to be rich? No. I mean, at age 23, Oprah was fired from her first reporting job. At age 28, J.K. Rowling. You guys know who J.K. Rowling is, right? She wrote Harry Potter books. She's doing pretty good, I'd say. She was a suicidal single parent living on welfare at 28. At 30, Harrison Ford was a carpenter. You know Harrison Ford, right? Han Solo, he's been in all these movies. He's one of the most famous actors of all time. At 30, he was a carpenter. Vera Wang failed to make the Olympic figure skating team, didn't get the editor-in-chief position at Vogue, and designed her first dress at age 40. She's doing pretty good, I'd say. She makes some decent dresses, Nadya. Some decent dresses. Stan Lee. How many of you know Stan Lee? Nadya knows about Stan Lee.
I do, baby.
I had to give her a lesson. Stan Lee is the one that created the X-Men. He created the Avengers, you know, the Incredible Hulk, Spider-Man, all these like just world-class movies. Those came from comic books that Stan Lee wrote years and years, decades ago. And he didn't write his first comic until he was 40. Think about that for a second. His first comic book he wrote when he was 40 years old. And I'm talking Spider-Man, Wolverine, Thor, like all of them, Captain America, right? Think about that. That's freaking crazy. Iron Man, Samuel L. Jackson, who's in all those movies, didn't get his first movie role until he was 46. Some of y'all are frustrated and you're 29. You're 32. Morgan Freeman landed his first major movie role at age 52. Y'all got to stay the course. You got to keep showing up. You have to faith it till you make it. Not fake it till you make it. Faith it till you make it. So keep going. Keep pursuing your goals. Keep going out there and making things happen, and stop getting so caught up in the emotional roller coaster. You've got to stop being so emotional and allowing current circumstances, conditions, and results to affect your attitude and mood. Like, oh, I talked to 15 people this past week and everybody ghosted me. Okay, what did you learn? 15 seeds planted. I did 3 videos this past week and I didn't generate any leads. So keep going. What does that mean? Does that mean you should quit? Does that mean because you've been doing this for a few years or a few months that you should give up? It's not for you. Listen, it's hard to go from average to savage. It's hard to go from 0 to hero. Wouldn't it be boring if it was easy? Anything worth anything is going to be challenging. It's going to be an uphill battle. It's not meant to be easy. Easy is sleazy. So you got to stop with the ups and downs and getting so flustered and frustrated because your results aren't happening as quickly as you expect them to. See, here's a deadly recipe. Expectations. You're expecting your spouse to support you. You're expecting your customers to order every month. You're expecting your upline to help you more. You're expecting your downline to produce more. You're expecting people to respond to your curiosity posts. You got to throw expectation out the window. Exchange your expectation for appreciation. And I could go on a tangent about this, but listen, y'all get frustrated because someone doesn't respond to your posts or your message on Facebook or whatever. Meanwhile, there's people in other parts of the world that are starving to death, literally to death. There's poverty all around the world. What do they say? If you make like 30,000 a year, you're in like the top 0.5% of the global population in wealth. If you're making just 30,000 a year. So we need to have a different perspective, right? Be grateful you even have an internet connection where you can have conversations with people all over the world, right? Nobody's watching your videos. Like, are you kidding me? When I first got started in network marketing, there was no such thing as doing videos on social media and generating leads online. Like, that stuff didn't even exist. In order to get attention, you would have spent thousands and thousands of dollars in advertising money, which none of us have when we're first starting out in network marketing, right? So just be grateful that you're a part of a great opportunity, that you can work from home, that you have great products in a great company. You don't have to deal with the accounting, the manufacturing, the shipping, the customer service. Like, you don't have to deal with all the BS of traditional business. Because if you think about it, the company is the same for everyone. The company you're in, it's the same for everyone. Same compensation plan, same products that are offered. Everything's the same. The support, the training, the tools. You are the variable. You're the variable. If you fail, your fault. If you quit, your fault. If you have huge success and you freaking crush it, your fault. But ultimately, you got to drop the blaming and the excuses. And I talked about this on the last Money Monday episode, but you can do this. Never tell yourself you're too old to make it. Tell yourself you missed your chance. Or how about you tell yourself you aren't good enough? Or how about you tell yourself you're inexperienced? You don't know that many people. This is all BS excuses, guys. I'm sorry. Listen, think about this. I've been doing this 18 years. All the people that I was friends with back then, all the people I associated with back then, none of them are in my network marketing business today. In fact, the first 10 years of me building, the first decade of me building my network marketing business, I don't think any of those people work with me today. And I built some big teams. I mean, we made 6 figures, for what? So it took 7 years to get to 6 figures. So for year 7, 8, 9, 10, for 4 of those years, we were making 6 figures and we had teams of thousands of people. And guess what? None of them work with us today. Think about that for a second. 10 years of people that have quit, that have, let us down because we had expectations. You got to throw that out the freaking window. All right. You've got to think long-term. You've got to work on yourself. Work harder on yourself than you do in your job. Work harder on yourself than you do in your business. Work harder on yourself than you expect others to work in your business. Does that make some sense? You're expecting everybody else to go out and do the things that you should ultimately be doing. Lead by example. Keep showing up. You've got to become a routine machine to make the big bucks long-term in our profession. And remember, it's network marketing, not lottery ticket marketing, not work marketing, not get lucky marketing, right? So many of us get involved in this profession. And again, we get so caught up in comparitis, and we get so caught up in trying to control the outcome, controlling people, expecting everybody to be as gung-ho as you are, expecting everybody to be as coachable. That ain't the deal. There ain't no such thing. You're always going to have people that are less committed, that are less excited, that are less plugged in, that are quitting, that are making excuses. You just have to be above all of that. Man, there's nothing better than when someone just flips the switch. They flip that freaking switch and they decide, you know what? Enough is enough. I'm drawing a line in the sand. I'm going to marry the process, divorce the result. Meaning I'm going to get committed to doing the work, and I'm not going to get hung up on the results. Yes, I have result goals. Yes, I want to rank up and I want to have success. But if I don't, I'm not going to blink an eye. I'm not going to get discouraged. I'm not going to slow down. When you are that committed, you're dangerous. You're dangerous because you go, I'm just going to keep showing up. I'm going to keep doing the thing. I'm not going to get hung up on the numbers, the results. You're going to have to discipline your disappointments. I'm not going to get disappointed. I'm just not going to allow myself to succumb to disappointment, to sadness, to frustration. I'm just going to keep doing the do. This is so freaking crucial. All right. Who's been sharing? Who's been tagging people? Let's give away some cash. What do you think, Nadya?
I love it, John.
All right. So before we do the rest of this training, I'm going to give away some cash. Those of you that are tagging people, those of you that are sharing, those of you that are promoting this training. All right. Bethany King, we're going to send you some cash. Bethany, you're the first winner. Send an email to our support team, support@mylifestyleacademy.com. You're the first winner. I believe we got Kyle, one of our team members on here. We're so grateful for Kyle. He's always on top of it. He'll give you the details as well, but just include your PayPal when you send an email. So those of you that are tagging, that are sharing, Monica Foster, you're going to be the second winner. Monica Foster, send your PayPal to support@mylifestyleacademy.com. All right, let's do another winner. I'm going to do a countdown. 5, 4, 2, boom. All right, Tracy Elaine Curtis, you just won yourself a 90-day tracker. This is the best tool we've ever created for those of you that are wanting to go on a 90-day run and maximize your results, have an action plan. And again, you're not going to get discouraged. You're not going to get discouraged if you set a 90-day result goal and you don't hit it, because you're just going to focus on mastering the mundane and doing the work, focusing on the activity. Listen, y'all, my first company went out of business. I kept going. My second company, I built it for 7 years. I quit, went to a new company. They legally came after me. They sued us for going to a different company and cross-recruiting. Even though all those people came to us, we didn't pursue them. We didn't put a gun to anybody's head. They sued us because we went somewhere else. So I went through that, survived it. I'm alive. I'm not in jail. I kept going. That company, that next company, went out of business, got shut down by the FTC, kept going, kept showing up. And we eventually built a 7-figure business. We started making 6 figures a month in 2017 for the first time. Why? Because we deserved it. We deserved it. See, some of you are doing the work. You're showing up. You're doing the do. You're staying positive. You're working on yourself. Law of attraction, law of action. You're applying all the principles, but you just haven't been doing it long enough yet. The key word is yet. Drop #yet in the comments if you agree. You haven't ranked up yet. You're not crushing it yet. You haven't found great people to work with yet. You got a bunch of duds, but don't worry. Sometimes duds lead you to a stud. Sometimes duds become studs. I was a dud when I first got started, had earrings, tongue ring. I was a punk. Smash the heart button if you have became a better version of yourself since getting involved in network marketing. Smash that heart button if network marketing has helped you become a better parent, a better leader, a better citizen to society, a better husband, a better wife. You became aware of things. You became aware of your thoughts. You became aware of your actions. Like, I work out because of network marketing. I'm a better dad because of network marketing. I'm an investor because of network marketing. I feel like I'm a pretty dang good husband because of network marketing.
You are, baby.
I'm a better brother.
Baby, be proud.
I'm a better son because of network marketing. Smash the heart button if you can relate to this. Yet. That's it, Jody. That's right, Wendy. Yet. You're not at that rank that you want to get to yet. You're not making a full-time income yet. You haven't built a huge customer base yet. You're not generating leads yet. You haven't built a personal brand yet. You're not a beast at video yet. You're not in the best shape of your life, but you're working on it, right? You don't have six-pack abs yet. Whatever your goal is, right? Whatever your goal is, you're not there yet. Just keep going. See, quitting's easy. It's easy to quit. It's easy to quit network marketing. It's hard to keep going. It's also, by the way, easy to be positive when your business is blowing up. It's easy to be excited about your business when tons of people are joining, when you're freaking crushing it. It's easy. You know what's not easy? Staying positive, focused, and working your face off when you're getting sued. You know it's not easy? To stay positive when your MLM gets shut down. When the FTC says, hey, you're a pyramid scheme, your company's shut down, you're not getting paid anymore. That's hard. Living paycheck to paycheck is hard. Having more month than money is hard. Pick your hard. Choose wisely. Lee Levine. Is that how I pronounce your last name? She shared the broadcast. Lee, we're going to send you a 90-day tracker. Send an email to support@mylifestyleacademy.com. Include your address. We'll ship you one of those bad boys. Look, Margaret Kurdock says, I almost left network marketing, but John is the reason I am still here. And she was in network marketing for a decade. She was in my downline years ago. We reconnected, and now she's having the most success she's ever had. Why? Because she didn't quit. Now, she may have quit for a day, a week, a month, or even a year, but then she got back in and got started again and got excited again. And she got committed mentally and started taking massive action. See, the hardest part for most of us is working on being the person you need to become in order to deserve the results that you desire. I'll say it again. The hardest thing is to become the person you need to be to deserve the results that you desire. So many of us desire to live in our dream home. We have this vision for our life. We want to go out there and maybe buy a dream car, or be debt-free, or travel the world. We want to buy a beach home. We want to put our kids in private school. We want to do all these things, but everybody wants to go to heaven. Nobody wants to die. You picking up what I'm putting down? This is a hard-ass business, bruh. Just saying. It's tough. It ain't easy. If it's easy, it's sleazy. How many of us ever seen A League of Their Own? It's the hard that makes it great. It's the hard that makes it great. You know, sometimes my son gets frustrated because we're doing something and he's not good at it. And I say, listen, man, if it was easy, it wouldn't be fun. If it was easy, it wouldn't be fun. The reason he loves playing baseball, because he's gotten good at it and he's worked really, 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 really hard on it. And I hold him accountable. I'm like, bro, you got to work out today. You got to throw today. We got to hit today. You got to do this. You got to do that. Like, I hold him accountable. The truth is, most of us don't have someone holding us accountable. And we really don't want that anyway. How many of us, when you first got involved in network marketing, it's because you wanted freedom from that. You didn't want a boss or a manager. Now, see, I'm able to do that with my son because we had a conversation years ago because he wanted to get more committed. He wanted to play for a better team and do all these things. And I said, listen, you can play for that team, but it's going to be more expensive, more time consuming, more driving for me and your mother. So if her and I are going to have to drive you around and spend all this money, you're going to have to get better. You're going to have to get more committed. You have to play less video games. You have to, spend less time doing the things that maybe are fun to do, and you have to practice more. You have to work out more. You got to get more committed. Otherwise, I don't want you on this team riding the bench. Like, that's not exciting for your parents to go to all these games if you're going to ride the bench. Like, you got to fight to, he had to fight to earn a spot on the team. He had to fight to become a starting pitcher on the team. And now he's one of the most utilized pitchers. He's hitting at the top of the lineup. He's either batting first or second in the lineup. He's one of their best players, one of their best outfielders. But he started out as barely making the team. He was on the bubble. I remember talking to that coach, and he said, listen, your son's got potential. He's a little guy. He's not one of the bigger guys, so he's not going to hit for power, but, He's got a decent back control. I'm worried about him being able to hit the faster pitching. And I'm worried about, him being able to pitch at a high level, but there's potential there. And that was about 3-4 years ago. Now he's, again, one of the best hitters, one of the best pitchers, not because he got bigger and stronger, because all the kids get bigger and stronger. See, when you get to those higher levels in sports, how many of you played high level sports? You start to realize that everybody at that level is talented. Everybody's talented at the higher levels. So what, you're fast, you're strong, you can throw the ball far, you can run, you can do all these things, but that's not what's going to separate you. It's what you do during the off season. It's what you do on your off days. That's what matters most. And he has worked really hard during the off season every year. He works really hard on his days off. Now, of course, you got to have days where you literally take a whole day off and you rest and you recover. But this business is very similar. See, there's people that were way better than me in the beginning. They were better at recruiting, presenting, closing, leading. They were better at all those things. But I kept showing up even when I didn't feel like it. I continue to invest in myself. See, it's interesting how we expect people to invest in us when we don't invest in us. Isn't that interesting? You expect people to partner up with you, but when they look at your social media, do they see a leader or a follower? Do they see someone providing value, or do they see someone just selling and pitching? The reason you suck at recruiting and selling is because all you do is sell and recruit. That's a truth bomb right there. Drop some flame emojis if you agree with this. Crystal, thanks for sharing. Julie, thanks for tagging people. Wendy, thanks for sharing. Thanks for the love, y'all. Smash that heart button if you're getting some value here. Jessica says, I haven't watched you guys much, but thank you for motivating me. You're welcome, Jessica. Awesome. Qualities of a mentor. That's right, Anthony. Be the leader you wish you had. For some of us, we don't have a great upline. So become a great upline. You know how much it's interesting. I actually learned more from having crappy upline than I did from having a great upline. I learned more from a bad example than I did from a great example. How many of us know what I'm talking about? See, it's interesting. You ever heard the story of the two brothers where the dad was an alcoholic, a loser? He made horrible decisions. He died a young life. And the two brothers were interviewed. The one brother was in jail, became an alcoholic just like his dad. And they interviewed him and they said, why'd you become an alcoholic? Why are you in jail? Why are you like this? And he goes, well, what other choice did I have? My dad was an alcoholic. My dad did this, that, and the other thing. So of course, that was my example. So I followed in his footsteps. They interviewed the other son, super successful, doesn't drink alcohol, not a loser, super motivated, super successful. And again, doesn't drink alcohol. And they said, how did you become so successful when your brother is like literally the polar opposite of you? And he said, look at the example. My dad was an alcoholic. He was this, that, and the other thing. Why would I do what he did when I saw what the outcome was of, making those bad decisions? So I made different choices. The choices you make you, guys. The choices you make you. Quitting is easy. Quitting is easy. The hard part is to keep showing up. Quit trying to control the outcome. Stop telling your downline that they have to do it this one way. Look, the cream will rise to the top. We've all heard this saying, right? The cream will rise to the top, meaning if you keep doing the work and you keep showing up, you support your team, but you can't control your team. Nobody signs up in network marketing is like, hi, I would love to have a bully for an upline. I would love to have a micromanager that just like micromanages every post and everything I do. No, you want a leader. You want a captain. You want someone that's out there leading by example. I always talk about the Derek Jeter analogy. I'm a Baltimore Oriole fan, so I always hated the Yankees. Why? Because they always freaking beat us. They always beat us. The Orioles suck and the Yankees are the best. They get the best players. I always tell my son, because he became a Yankee fan, that was just, bad parenting on my part. I wasn't paying attention. He fell in love with the Yankees and Derek Jeter, mostly because he was a kid and he loved baseball and they won and the Orioles never won. The point is, Derek Jeter, as much as I was just peanut butter and jealous of Derek Jeter, he was the captain of the team. He would go running into the stands to catch a foul ball, break his freaking nose, bleeding all over the place, but he caught the ball, right? He was leading by example. He got there early. He stayed late. A lot of us heard the stories, I'm sure, about Kobe Bryant, right? He'd be the first one to practice, the last one out the door, always working harder than everybody else. Because again, at those higher levels, everybody's talented. It's, are you going to outwork the competition? Are you going to out provide value? Are you going to out hustle? All the things that you see me doing, right? I'm not telling you guys to do anything I don't do. I tell you to do videos because I do videos. I tell you to put out Instagram and Facebook stories because I put out Instagram and Facebook stories. I tell you to provide value. I provide value. I tell my team, do group chats, ATM your face off, do all these things. But I do the same thing I'm telling them to do. I'm leading by example, and I don't get into management mode. I support them. I encourage them. I give them advice when they ask for it. You notice how much easier it is to coach someone when they ask for coaching? And look, if you want to coach someone on your team, maybe ask them, hey, can I give you some coaching? Can I give you some advice? Get their permission. And unsubscribe from being a lying Larry. Unsubscribe from being Xavier, the exaggerator. Nadia's like, who made these up? I'm like, I did. Unreliable Randy. How many of us have upline that is so freaking unreliable? They say they're going to get back to you. They never do. You put them in group chats. They don't respond, right? Don't be unreliable Randy. You don't need to exaggerate. Look, if you're making 1,000 a month, don't say it's 10,000 a month. Don't be a shady Sharon. Nobody wants to work with shady Sharon. Sharon's always doing shady things. Like, look, I remember back in the day, my upline, they would literally do things that were so shady. And because I was young, I just thought that's the way it was. I was so naive. And then looking back, it's like, no wonder you all crashed and burned. No wonder the company got shut down, right? Hashtag karma. I remember I had one 30,000. Nadya, do you remember this? We made 30,000 one time, and our upline would just tell everyone on every three-way call, every meeting, John and Nadya make 30,000 a month. And I'm like, no, we don't. We made that one time.
Right.
Don't be a negative Nancy, right? You get like right now we're dealing with massive growth. So we have some people that are like so excited because we're having so much growth that we've literally sold out some of our most popular products. They're blown away. They're telling people like, this is the time to get in. Like, this is like the greatest momentum, the greatest growth we've ever had. Like the timing is amazing. This is the sweet spot. Literally, we're selling out of products. That's how well we're doing. Like the business is growing 10x, 20x, 50x. Like it's exploding. Oh, it's crazy, right? Meanwhile, you got people, and by the way, I'm literally exaggerating, so I should stop that right now. I don't want to be Xavier the exaggerator, but you understand they're so excited because their business, they're having their best month ever, their best success. Their businesses are doubling, tripling, whatever's happening for their business. And they're telling people how excited they are. And then you got other people that are like, oh my gosh, I don't know if this is a good time. We don't have a lot of the products. There's too much growth. There's too many orders coming in. We can't handle. Like, it's all a matter of perspective. Does that make sense? It's all a matter of perspective. How about Shiny Ball Shireen? How many of us know Shiny Ball Shireen? Right? They get so excited about an opportunity for about 30 seconds. And then they're off to the next shiny ball. And they're constantly trying to get lucky. They're trying to get lucky. They want to be at the right place at the right time. And if that thing doesn't work out, they'll give it 6 months. They'll give it the old college try. And then 6 months later, they're off to the next opportunity, the next shiny ball. Shay said, trifling Tracy. That's great. How about Paul the Poser or Harry the Hype Man? Don't be this type of network marketer. Yep. How do you pronounce your name? Bridgetta? She says, my upline only talks to me when I'm selling. My upline only talks to me when I'm selling, which is pathetic. Now, I talked about this last Monday. You got to build relationships with your people. You got to build relationships, especially your top people, your hard. Sometimes we take them for granted because they're self-sufficient and we say, oh, I don't have to worry about them. I mean, I understand that, but I love working with people that are low maintenance and high production. I love connecting with them and reaching out to them because they're self-motivated, self-driven individuals. I don't take them for granted because I remember what it was like to be the redheaded stepchild, and my upline didn't pay much attention to me because I was their biggest leg and I was self-sufficient. But guess what? When we left, we took our whole team with us. Not because we took them, but because they wanted to follow us. They were like, we're not staying here if you're rolling out. If you're not here going, we're going with you, right? So just understand that you want to lead by example. You want to build the relationships. You want to be a great communicator, a great supporter, a great encourager, but you also can't make people do the work. So stop trying to control people. Stop trying to control your spouse, control your team, control your upline, control the results, control your prospects. You can't make them join. They say you can't say the wrong thing to the right person. I disagree. I think you can say the wrong thing to the right person. I think you could talk someone in and out of joining your team or buying your product. You got to decide to go pro. Stop with the spammy messaging, spammy posts, right? You got commission breath, being so salesy, not understanding the needs of the prospect, not asking qualifying questions. What'd you like best? What would be your goals in getting started? Why did you want to take a look at this opportunity? What are you looking to accomplish with these products? How about the individuals out there? And this is why you got to go pro. There's individuals out there that badmouth other network marketing companies. The only company that's any good is the one that they're in. You ever notice they always bash their previous company? It's like, so were you lying then or are you lying now? Or do you just constantly make bad decisions? Or how about people that badmouth being an employee? That's not a good idea. In fact, 80% of network marketers just want to make extra money. They love their job, or maybe they don't love their job, but they also are content with it. They don't like hate their job. They're not wanting to make a full-time income in network marketing. They like a salary or an hourly. Now, I don't agree with that. I think that's the riskiest thing you can do is have one stream of income or to have just an employee mentality. I think everyone should be an entrepreneur. I think everyone should have a side hustle or another income stream, whether it's network marketing or something else, just my personal opinion, but I'm not going to badmouth them. How about individuals that are just simply not genuine, right? You could tell they're faking it. You could tell when they do videos, like they're putting on a front, or they're an infomercial for their company and all their posts and all their videos are just pitching and selling. They're verbally vomiting on people, right? And look, we all do that when we're brand new. We all do that when we're excited. We all do that when we first get started because we're pumped up, fired up, jacked up, and excited. We think everybody else wants to drink the Kool-Aid, but they're not ready. They're not ready to be unplugged from the matrix. You follow me? Decide to go pro. Use curiosity marketing. Provide value. Build relationships. By the way, that doesn't mean you don't pop the question and prospect people every day. You should prospect people every day. But you shouldn't send messages to people that you haven't talked to in 5 years that's like a copy and paste message pitching them on your business or product when you haven't talked to them in 5 freaking years. Or how about a complete stranger? Now, some experts, trainers, leaders, they teach this stuff. And if it's working for you, keep doing it. But for me, I don't like going straight for the jugular. Hey, Christine, nice to meet you. I see that you are a like-minded individual and that you like Tony Robbins and I like Tony Robbins. Do you keep your business options open? Meanwhile, that's the first message I've sent to Christine. I don't even ask her a single question. I don't send a friend request, or maybe I send a friend request and I'm immediately pouncing on her. To me, I'd rather have a little bit of a back and forth dialogue. I'd rather have, a little back and forth relationship built up personally, 2 or 3 conversations maybe, then pop the question, or maybe do the indirect approach and ask them if they know anybody that would love to make money on social media, on Facebook, on Instagram, etc. The point is, you've got to pop the question every day. You've got to be consistently having those conversations. But at the same time, if you're going straight for the jugular and you're getting ghosted and ignored and blocked and unfriended, then maybe it's time to pivot and try a different strategy, a different approach. Capiche? You guys getting some value? Smash that heart button if you're loving this. And the final thing I really want to talk about is that emotional roller coaster. You got to embrace the suck, guys. You got to embrace the fact that you're not going to be great at this in the beginning. I started off with talking about traditional businesses take 2 to 3 years to turn a profit. 2 to 3 years to turn a profit, the average business. I remember it used to be 3 to 5 years. So actually 2 to 3 is pretty good. We used to say it takes 3 to 5 years for a traditional business to turn a profit, and 90% of them go out of business. And here's the truth. Here's the truth. In traditional business, you go out of business because there's so much expense. There's so much overhead and responsibility. It takes a lot to get started. It takes a lot to run the business. You have all these fixed costs of operation and network marketing. Oh, you got an auto delivery. You got your smart ship. You got your monthly order. Give me a break. It's a tax write-off and you should be a product of the product, right? Maybe you have a website fee, or maybe you got a couple other miscellaneous fees, but for the most part, the overhead is almost nothing in comparison to a traditional business. The most difficult part is putting in the sweat equity. And a lot of us don't have social equity. A lot of us are trying to withdraw from an empty bank account, meaning we don't have a lot of credibility. People don't like us, trust us. They don't know us. All right. Traditional business is so much harder. But the reason people start a traditional business is they want to live the American dream. They want to be their own boss. They want to capitalize on capitalism. How many of us watch Shark Tank? You'll see the dumbest inventions. And they're not dumb, but they're the most like the simplest idea,
sense, yeah.
right? The simplest idea. And someone comes along and gets like $1 million deal and it builds this multi-million-dollar corporation with Mark Cuban or whatever. And that's awesome. I love those stories. But the truth is the risk factor in traditional business is extreme. And yes, the upside is unlimited income, but in network marketing, really it is unlimited income because you could take the money you're making. You could become a 6-figure or 7-figure earner, take that money. And instead of having to invest so much money into your business, now I will say I do invest a lot of money into my team, promotions and, incentives, and we're sending out recognition gifts and lots of different things that we do. But still, that's not like a fixed cost of operation. That's just something we want to do because we know it drives volume. We love, appreciating people and all these things. And I know a lot of leaders that are watching this probably do the same thing with their teams. But does this make sense? Like the only real investment you have in network marketing is investing in yourself, right? Investing in books and courses, investing in coaching and seminars and all these things, investing in some products here and there, maybe. But like when you compare it to traditional business, man, it's nothing. The hardest part is that emotional roller coaster, the ups and downs. And before I get into this, I'm going to do some more cash giveaways. So keep smashing the heart button, keep sharing, keep tagging people. And I also want to mention on Thursday night, we've got Kate McShay doing a live training, 8 p.m. Eastern in our My Lifestyle Academy group. Everybody just loved the training that she did this past week. Not this past week, but the week before I interviewed her, where we talked about curiosity posting and what are the most effective posts for engagement, for lead generation. She absolutely crushed it. I would encourage you to go back and watch that training. But she's going to do another training this Thursday night, around 2, if you will, because we had so many people say how much they loved Kate's training, how much they appreciated her content, how much they wanted to see her again. And we said, hey, let's bring her back Thursday night inside the My Lifestyle Academy group. The training, I thought you were going to bring it up, Nadya, for Thursday night, but I'm not seeing it.
No.
Okay. Let's see. The training on Thursday night, she gave it to me earlier. And of course, I don't have it in front of me. That's my fault. Also, Nadya's fault. But anyway, we're not going to blame Nadya because that's unacceptable, because it's always my fault because you don't want to expect anything of others. All right. So, although I did mention that 3 times. Anyway, so 3 killer conversation starters that help transition more buying conversations. How many of us would agree that is a killer title for a training? Anyway, so that's Thursday night, 8 p.m. Eastern. You go to mylifestyleacademy.com to join our free community, mylifestyleacademy.com. Enter your name and email to join our free community. 3 killer conversation starters that help transition more buying conversations. That's with Kate McShay on Thursday night, mylifestyleacademy.com. Nadya is going to pop the link up on the screen, I believe. But just understand, in this business, this is how I want to wrap up. There's going to be ups and downs. There's going to be struggle along the way. You're going to ride the struggle bus. It sucks. I get it. Embrace the sucking. Embrace the struggling. Embrace the fact that you're not good at this. Your ego is not your amigo. What weighs more, your freaking ego or your bank account? Put your ego in your back pocket. Stop getting so frustrated. Stop getting compare-itis. Or how about procrastination? It's the thief of opportunity. Procrastination is the thief of opportunity. Compare-itis is the thief of joy. There's always someone doing better than you. And by the way, there's always someone worse off than you that made it happen anyway. Irregardless of their circumstances, irregardless of their upbringing, the lack of support, the lack of training, the lack of mentorship, they still created success. But there's going to be ups and downs. How many of you remember riding roller coasters? I know it's been a while since all things are shut down these days, but there's going to be ups and downs. You're going to have good days and bad days. You get excited. You're like, oh my gosh, John's training was amazing. I shared it with my team. My team's fired up. I'm excited, fired up, jacked up. I'm going to go reach out to 10 people right now. I'm going to go do a video. I'm fired up. Woo! And then we get super discouraged because we reach out to 10 people and they all ignore us. And you're like, womp, womp, womp. right? You're being too emotional. You're getting too excited, which is just as bad as getting too discouraged. And then the next day, you get a few people that respond. You get even somebody that says, hey, what's your website? And you're like, oh, I got one, baby. Woo! Right? You get all fired up. You're like, I got a customer. And then their credit card declines, right? And they're like, you know what? Maybe this is meant to be. Maybe I should just be saving money right now. And you're like, oh my gosh, this is such a hard business. I don't know if this is for me. And then the next day, what do you know? The credit card goes through. They place their order. But oh my gosh, that happens to be a back ordered product. Oh my gosh, I don't know. This looks so bad. And then the next day, they get the alert. The product's on the way. And they say, you know what? I might even want to become a distributor. And you're like, oh my gosh, Sarah said she wants to become a distributor. And Sarah says, John, you don't understand. Everybody knows me, right? Everybody likes me. I'm going to crush this business, right? She knows all these people. Sarah knows all these people. And then you find out nobody knows Sarah. Sarah exaggerated a little bit. She does a curiosity post. She gets crickets, right? She's reaching out to people. Nobody's interested. Everybody says, in fact, Sarah's thinking about quitting. She's thinking about returning her products, and you get discouraged. You're crying like a little baby in the corner, right? We had our nephew over here, Alex, right? Alex gets really upset over the littlest things. You take away the remote control to the massage chair. He doesn't like that. He starts crying like a little baby, but you know what? He's a baby. He's allowed to be emotional. We try to coach him through it, but you know what I'm saying? He's a baby. You can't reason with a baby. There ain't no reason. When they're hungry, they're tired, and they're just, maybe they're just annoyed with your face. I don't know. But the point is, it's a baby. It's okay. You're not a baby. You're a freaking grown-ass adult. Suck it up, Buttercup. It's going to be hard. It's supposed to be hard. The key to staying on a roller coaster is you keep the bar down. Stop getting so excited and so discouraged based on what's happening in your life and in your business. And look, I know it's easier for me to say this. But I remember what it's like to struggle. I'm grateful it took me so long to become a 6-figure earner. I'm grateful it took me so long to become a 7-figure earner. I'm grateful for all of it because I wouldn't be the leader I am today if it was easy. And come on, who wants to go see a movie? Right? I just watched this movie, new Adam Sandler movie on Netflix, the Gem movie. What's it called? Uncut Gems. That's a freaking roller coaster ride. And if you don't like swearing and like negativity, you might not want to watch that movie. But that's real life, right? There's ups and downs. Keep the bar down. You can't get so excited. You can't get so discouraged. You can't get so frustrated. You got to stay the course. And you got to realize that you're either learning or earning. You either win or you learn. And I'm telling you, I watched that Michael Jordan documentary, right? How many of you watched that? It was amazing, The Last Dance. And it's awesome to see how when someone would win the MVP over him, he'd be that much more motivated to win the championship. It was interesting how if someone got drafted over him, it was like he wanted to go prove to everyone that he was better than the person drafted above him. Or when he was cut from his high school basketball team, he came back stronger. He came back taller, which you can't control being taller. But does this make sense? He worked hard during the offseason, and he was driven by the failure. He was driven by the competition. He was driven by the fact that he wasn't as good as he needed to be to deserve the success he desired. See, we have this desire level. Like I said, everybody wants to go to heaven. Nobody wants to die. All right, let's give away a couple more 90-day trackers and some more cash. What do you say? Who's sharing? Who's tagging? Rebecca Mancini, you're always so positive and supportive. You're always sharing and tagging. We're going to send you a 90-day tracker. If you already have a 90-day tracker, let us know who you want us to ship it to on your team maybe. So we appreciate you. Shoot an email to our support team. Let's give away some cash as well. Who's tagging? Who's sharing? Who's been on this the whole time? Let me do a countdown, actually. Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom. Whoa, went fast. All right, let's see. Kristen, right there. Kristen Heisner. You just want some cash money for Money Monday, baby. Send an email to support@mylifestyleacademy.com. Include your PayPal. We'll ship you some cash. Ola. Let's do one more. What do you say?
Yep.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom. Kaylee, I lost it. Kaylee Aker shared the broadcast as well. She's up there, right there. Kaylee Aker. Boom. All right, Kaylee, send an email to support@mylifestyleacademy.com with your PayPal. We're going to send you some cash money. for Money Monday. I appreciate the hearts. I appreciate the comments. Smash that heart button. Also, our brand new podcast is officially on iTunes, Stitcher, SoundCloud, Spotify, which Spotify is about to blow up, y'all. You see Joe Rogan, $100 million to bring all of his content. He's got the #1 podcast in the world, #1 in the world. Nobody's bigger. Nobody has more downloads. He's moving all of his content over to Spotify. So y'all that are thinking about starting a podcast, might be a good time to start a podcast and get it up on Spotify. Anyway, download it. Drop us a review if you would, if we've provided any value to you. It's not about us making money, although, yes, the more value you provide, the more money you make. It's a beautiful recipe for success. But the truth is, we just love hearing from you. We love, like, that's the reason I can talk as long as I can talk, because we got, 200 plus people on here live because of all your comments, because of you showing love and your encouraging comments. Like, I get fired up from that. I get inspired from all of you. So if you'd be so kind, drop us a review, give us a 5-star rating, subscribe to our new podcast. And what's cool is we take a lot of our best content and we load it up on our podcast, because we realize that a lot of people these days, they want to listen. As much as I'm sure you love seeing my face and Nadya's face, it is tough sometimes to watch videos, especially long videos like this. So we wanted to have a podcast, and we've already had how many downloads?
Over 2,000.
Over 2,000 downloads, over 100 reviews. We're actually giving away prizes and cash and different things to those of you that are leaving reviews, randomly picking people. So we really appreciate you. Julie, thanks for sharing. Candace, thanks for your encouraging comments and loving the video. Anthony, I appreciate that. He says, I love your podcast. Wendy says, look forward to the next one. Awesome. Look, we do this Money Monday episode every Monday at 12 p.m. Eastern. So we'll see you next Monday. And Thursday, Kate McShay will be live inside of our free community, mylifestyleacademy.com. And Irma, yes, if you wanted to buy one of the 90-day trackers, this is for anyone in network marketing, anyone inside the profession, anyone wanting to go on a 90-day run and hold themselves accountable. We've got closing scripts in here, what to post, follow-up book, everything you need to go on a 90-day run is inside of this tracker, this 90-day tracker. You can go to mylifestyleacademy.com/tracker. mylifestyleacademy.com/tracker. And if you want to participate in the training Thursday night with Kate McShay, it'll be inside of our group. Just go to mylifestyleacademy.com, enter your name and email, and then you'll get an alert to join our free community. Cool deal? I appreciate you all. Do we ship to India, baby?
Oh, I'm not sure.
Just check the website. I know we ship to different parts of the world. It just might be a little bit of a price for shipping. So you guys are the best. Money Monday. Let's get it. Let's close this month with a bang.